What is going on, guys, and welcome to part 1 of my new Let's Play, Lightning Returns. So if you are a regular subscriber of me and you really have no idea what this game is about, it is the third installment to the Final Fantasy XIII series. You don't necessarily have to know the story to follow along with this game, so that's why I decided to do this. But I mean, it'd be better if you knew the entire story, but it's not needed. And as we go along, it explains things from past games, and I'll try to explain some things as well. So I want to keep this intro short because the opening sequence intro is fairly long. So also I'll try not to talk over cutscenes as much as possible. All right, let's select new game. But yeah, this is pretty exciting. First time doing a Let's Play, really. I'm planning to do this all the way through too, hopefully. So yeah, it should be a fun time though. Alright. Yes, okay. Yep, nope.
When I awoke from my dreamless sleep, I was just in time to witness the end of the world.
Just take a moment to appreciate the graphics, and it's a really beautiful game for sure.
It's beginning. The feast at the end of time. The last revelry to say farewell. The people here know that it's almost over.
Yeah. Only 13 days to go.
It's the chaos. Do you want to turn back?
Too late now.
What are you doing? The Savior. Sire! Got it.
That just happened. Snow is such a beast. I'm sorry, but he is.
Snow, it's been a long time. You know what I am. And you know what I want.
I can take a wild guess. You want to save it. The legends had told of her coming. Banisher of darkness, bringer of light, redeemer of souls. She'd come at the end of days to guide our souls to salvation. Damn you, lightning! What's it gonna be? You gonna try to kill me? Huh?
It's over.
You're a regular angel of death, Light. So now what? This the bit where you save my soul?
I could help you, if that's what you want.
Damn it! What kind of answer is that?
Uh-oh. Now that isn't going to work.
Oh boy, Lumina. She's a pretty interesting character.
Now that's not right. You're not supposed to throw your life away.
You'll see that later on.
I swear that kid is a demon.
Angels of death and demons? You're attracting the wrong crowd, Snow.
Oh. No one is gonna stop me. You hear? Not you, definitely not her. If I have to fight the Savior, then I will.
It's a pretty cool CG scene, not gonna lie. Final Fantasy has like some of the best cutscenes ever in gaming, in my
The
opinion.
centuries have changed us, Snow and me. Once we fought desperately together against our fates. Now he's patron of a never-ending revel, presiding over a banquet at the end of the world. And I've become the savior. I'm a servant of God, sent to a world being consumed by chaos. Tell me, Snow. Has ever a day passed when you haven't thought about Sarah? The girl you loved? My younger sister? How long has she been gone
It's
now?
so sad.
She brought us together and made us allies and friends. I can't give her back to you, but I can save your soul and free you from your long torment. It'll be my first act as savior.
So now we go to the in-game cutscenes. It looks pretty strange after watching the CG one.
All right, Mr. Hope-S-Time. Any ideas? What do I do next?
Like, come on. Just call me Hope, okay? Right now, your #1 priority is Snow. Don't let him get away.
Okay, so now we go into the battle sequence, and I'm gonna skip these, but I'll kind of explain how they work, because obviously I already know how to play. But basically, you get or right now we have 2, but after this you get like 3 main attacking schemes, whatever you want to call them, and you just basically switch between costume outfits
I need more time.
and just try to take out the enemies like that. Like I staggered them right there, so once you stagger them, they
It's your funeral.
can't do anything really, and they take more damage than usual. So that's what you're going to want to try to do, especially against like more harder enemies. There are loading times in this game, so that can get annoying sometimes. No. Alright, so this is kind of like random encounters. Like, it's kind of like Pokemon a little bit, where you kind of just roam around the world, and then enemies will randomly pop up at you. But you can like get a first strike on them, so they start with less HP than they usually would. But if they do hit you first, you start with less HP. So we basically just have to take out
I guess
these
that means clearing
things
out all the
before we
monsters,
can
right?
advance anywhere else. Also, this game, it's not just like you attack them and they attack you. You actually have a guarding option where you can get a perfect guard and it'll do damage to them. Like this guy just got staggered off of me getting a perfect guard on him. But yeah, you can, if you do it right, you'll take no damage. It can be a little bit overpowered sometimes, especially if you have like certain guarding abilities and shields and whatnot. There's a lot to go over in this game, so I'm going to try to do my best. But less enemy here before we can advance. Decent diblets, dude. I really like the monsters in this game. They're pretty funny and really interesting. Okay. I'm really excited to do this. Just like I've already played through this game once, but redoing the game in like a week.
Now go and find Snow.
Redoing this game in like under a week, playing through it again, I'm like just as excited to play it as I was the first time.
A glimmer of light appears at last. Is the savior a sign of coming destruction, or a promise of hope? I would like to bet on hope. If you believe you are the true savior, you'll need to be carefully prepared for the battles that await you on your journey.
So in this game, if you play on normal mode, after going into battles, your HP does not restore after the battle's over. So what you have to do is buy potions, or you can like eat at restaurants or whatever, and that restores your health too. But if you play in easy mode, I think your health does restore after battle. So it's like the classic 13 games. So right here we're just basically have to follow Stone. He's like, he's a marathon runner. Look at him outrunning us. But okay, so just follow him over here.
Anyway? Where's he going?
Run into some more. Yeah, there's quite a few enemies on the way. I'm probably cut out some of the battles eventually, just because there are a lot. So, and that can get kind of boring to watch, I would assume. So just basically here you can just switch between attacking enemies, like with the D-pad on the Xbox at least. It's like right there, my guard wasn't perfect and I took 36 damage, but that was a lot less than I would have taken without guarding. So another thing that I forgot to mention is that, like right there, I missed the guard, but on the bottom left side you can see like some gauges. The red one is the Savior loadout, and then the yellow one is Dark Moose's loadout. And selecting attacks will make the gauges go down, obviously. So basically just spam attacks until the gauges are down.
What the hell is he thinking?
And I don't think we can change our setups yet. No, we can't. So
Into the chaos?
I'll just go like this.
Is he going there to try to stop it, or is it to use it against us somehow?
How high is the obstruction?
Alright, another enemy. Let's see, what are these things? Oh, that's right. They're weak, not weak against anything. But I only have one magic attack. Oh, I have Blizzard too. Alright. And when you stagger them, they get, like... What is that? I forget what it's called. I can't think of what it's called right now.
Notice how the people here call Snow the patron? He's in charge of this city, and has been for a long time.
The patron? I don't see it. Sure, he liked to look after people, but lording it over an entire city?
Well, it wasn't his choice. He started out just trying to help everyone, and eventually he became ruler by popular acclaim. Although I'm not so sure he actually rules anything anymore. He doesn't do much these days except preside over the nightly revelry. Lord of the Feast Hall.
Doesn't look like he's enjoying it much, though. When I looked into his eyes, I didn't see much of the old Snow.
But yeah, like I was saying, when you stagger them, sometimes they'll get debuffs.
Strange. Snow came down this way, but it's a dead end.
There has to be a way to get through. I'll look around.
So that definitely helps. Debuffs are like one of the most important things in this game.
Easy does it like
A lot easier to take out the enemies that way.
chaos readings in the whole area spike.
The source of the chaos is...
There's a lot of talking, and enemies sometimes ruin that a little bit. But it's normally not too big of a deal. See, like right there, I staggered him and he got a D-protect on him. So that helps out a lot with taking out enemies. It's very important for the bosses or harder enemies.
We can't rule out the possibility.
Yeah, see, there's just so much talking. Okay, so right here is our... Okay, shut up, Hope. Right here is our first boss battle that will be coming up. And it's Luna. Yeah.
What the... Who are you? And what are you doing here? If you're playing around in the middle of this chaos, I'm guessing you're not human.
You can see when you're inside this stuff? Then you can't be one of God's regular lackeys, can you?
And she'll just randomly summon monsters that'll get in our way.
Light, who are you talking to? The enemy! Focus on the enemy!
Okay, so this guy can be a bit of a pain sometimes, and this is staggering tutorial. I guess I will... Yeah, I'll just do this tutorial for the sake of the video, because it's kind of hard to explain sometimes. By attacking your enemies. So I'll just attack him with some thunder right here, since apparently he's weak to that. What? Didn't I just say he was weak and it's normal? Yeah, you basically want to get that weight. You just basically want to keep attacking the enemies until they're getting to a red wave, and when they're in a red wave, you just want to spam more attacks because that's when they're about staggered. Like I said earlier, you're going to want to stagger the heavier enemies. Okay. Wait, is he still staggered right now? I have no idea, but I decided to do this, so... No, he isn't, like, okay, now he is, but like, okay. So basically what we just used there was an overcloak, and when we're in that, the enemies can't do anything, and our ATB gauges automatically reset to full. So you can just spam attacks, and you can attack a lot faster too while you're in it. Okay, I couldn't guard there. Whatever, he's almost dead. These classes, what is he doing? Are you gonna attack me? Okay, I was kind of waiting to guard because I thought he was gonna use a bigger attack, but apparently not.
I need more time. You want to be saved. Eyes to the future.
See, the HCB gauges recharge very slowly when you first start out. During the later game, you can get okay. Don't die, thank you. During the later game, you can get shields and weapons that help the ATB gauge recharge a lot faster, and that's one of the more important things for battling, in my opinion, rather than having a ton of defense, HP, or attack. Okay, so now we're basically done with this part.
Can you analyze this chaos matter for me?
I've been trying to do just that, but it's no good. None of my instruments will tell me anything. It's just too hard to see.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure. The sensors know it's there, all right. But when they actually look into it, they can't pick up anything at all. Sometimes it's so thick, my monitors go completely blank. Sorry, Light.
Okay.
It's locked. Can I force it?
That might be beyond even you. Hold on a second. I'll see what I can do from here.
There's a lot of chaos building up back there.
Yes, indeed. And Snow's inside, or whatever's left of him.
Well, he has been living without hope for centuries. Now the world's about to end. He might have lost his mind entirely. If it were anyone else, I'd say that was a given.
Do you think it could have gotten to him, though? Broken even his spirit?
I hope not, but...
Light, you've been spotted. You've got to get out of there, now.
After coming all this way? I'm his last chance, damn it. I know what he's going through. The pain of losing Sarah.
That's true. If there's anything left of Snow, as the savior, you're the only one who can rescue him. That's why you have to protect yourself. If you're killed, it really will mean the end of the world. And then who can you save?
All right, fine. Take me back to the Ark.
Hold on.
So she'll understand his pain? She thinks she's going to save his soul? Would you listen to this nonsense? God turns her into the savior and it all goes straight to her head.
That laugh. Oh, I hate this loading screen. It's so trippy and it's just really... It's almost like I'm high right now watching this. Okay.
Once upon a time, I committed a terrible sin. It happened long ago, in a past that I cannot change. I was fighting a war that never ended. I thought I was saving the world, and I needed help. So I turned to Sarah, the only family I had. She was my younger sister. I sent her to her death. I knew what I did could not be forgiven, but I prayed that someday it could be undone. Dreaming of the day I might bring her back, I fell into a long sleep. It was a sleep as dark as death. The centuries passed, and each one seemed like an eternity until... One day, the light touched me. I knew what it was. It was God himself, speaking to me. All-powerful, all-knowing, ruler of the world and sky above. Benevelza. The light was his voice, and I felt warmth on my skin as it spoke. He told me what I had to do. I would be his servant, and if I succeeded in doing his bidding, my reward would be a miracle. He said she would live again. My sister, Sarah, and I'd have her back at last. And so I was chosen by God to rescue lost souls and guide them past the end of this world and into the next. I became the savior.